This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By the Children's Network of Southwest Florida. Become a foster or adopted parent. Call 855-933-KIDS. By Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers. Report a crime and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. Call 1-800-780-TIPS. By Solomon's Air Conditioning Incorporated. No matter what the weather is outside, have it your way inside. Call 239-693-1569. By Regions Bank Mortgage. On a mission to make life better for customers and communities. Call 239-560-1225. And by Lee Health. All right, Southwest Florida, welcome back to another edition of Lee Pitts Live. We're so thrilled that you have joined us today, and you might wonder where exactly is Lee Pitts this time. We're at New Beginnings in Cape Coral. It's a fabulous place where they get women opportunity to change their lives and get on to college. They provide them with an apartment, fully furnished apartment, pay about $200 a month if you have a child, and they work with you on getting your college degree. So shouts out to New Beginnings. We'll get their executive director in here soon, and we'll talk about all of that. But for right now, we got a fabulous show in store for you. It's ladies' morning here on Lee Pitts Live, when we have Trish Routte, the coordinator of Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers, and Routte Owens, the attorney, the law office of Ruth Demme, is here also. All that's happening on Lee Pitts Live. We'll be right back. Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We're so thrilled to get her here today. We're bringing the bump back. You guys haven't seen the bump since the pandemic started, and we'll start our bump back after 6 months on hiatus with Trish. Welcome back, Trish.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Trish, how did it feel to be able to be there, reintroduce the bump?
Hey, I'm glad the bump is back. I missed it.
Well, it's so good to get you here. People are seeing you on a wide range of places on television, and we're going to get a chance to hit on that. But Joe North sent you one of these again to keep you fresh.
Can never use enough masks during this time. Shout
out to the North Law Firm. I want to go back for a minute, just kind of let people know they see you in a wide range of places. You're on NBC2. Can they get you on television and radio?
Oh, all the time. It depends on what crime is going on that week. I mean, lately we've been seeing an uptick in crimes, and I'm not really sure if that's as a result of the pandemic and people kind of being indoors or the holidays coming. People are getting more desperate. Oh, yeah. But there's definitely been an uptick in crime and violent crimes in particular. So, wherever there's a case that needs to be solved, and Crime Stoppers gets involved because we need the community's help. Law enforcement does a great job in Southwest Florida, but we can't have a police officer on every street corner 24/7. So we need help from the community to solve these crimes and find these wanted fugitives.
Okay, so the moment we start hearing Crime Stoppers, or whether we see it in the newspaper, magazine, on TV, on radio, the key thing we want to focus on is that phone number and how to kind of get involved through the technology of the apps and things of that nature. Go through that for me.
Yeah, so we try and make it easy for people to reach out to us. So, some people are comfortable talking on the phone, so we have the hotline, which is 1-800-780-TIPS. Some people are more comfortable behind a keyboard, so they can go onto the website, which is southwestfloridacrimestoppers.com. And for our younger people who don't like to use a phone for an actual phone call, they can download the P3 Tips app on their phone, and they can submit a tip that way. And no matter which way they choose, they can always upload photos and videos. Say if they happen to see a hit and run, and they're able to quick get a picture of a partial license plate with their smartphone, they can upload that and send it to us. So, and the kinds of crime that we look at is everything from graffiti in the schools to a homicide. We need tips on all of these crimes. Southwest Florida, you've got people everywhere all the time, on the roads, in their neighborhoods, that are seeing things that are just not right in their community. we're the anonymous way that they can report information without being seen talking to law enforcement, which some people just don't like to be seen doing that, or having to get involved in terms of having to go to court and give depositions. This is the way they can do the right thing, be good citizens, report what they know, and at the end of the day, if their tip leads to an arrest, they're going to get some cash, and that's always an attractive thing.
Nice little piece of change. Now, you said they don't have to go to court and do depositions and all of that. Are you saying once you arrest the person to get them convicted? I've been watching a lot of TV, law enforcement, law and order. Don't they have to, like, you can get arrested, but now you got to be able to convict them and they may have to testify, something like that?
No, not with Crime Stoppers. So when you provide a tip, you're given a code number. So anytime you provide a tip, whether it's by the phone, website, or the app, you're given a code number. And that's just a series of 5 or 6 numbers. That's the only way that we identify people from beginning to end. If that tip leads to an arrest, we pay the tipsters out in cash using that code number. And from the time that the person that they reported is arrested, that ends the moment they
so
pick
you're
up.
not into the court system and conviction. Go ahead, keep on expounding on that. I love this.
Yeah, so from the moment you pick up your reward money, and that's in cash, so it's not like a check that can be traced back, it's all cash. From the moment you pick up that cash, your involvement is done. We don't know who you are. In all the years that we've been doing this, not once has the identity of a tipster been revealed, because we don't know. I can go into court on any given day, put my hand on a Bible. I don't know who any of our tipsters are.
Now, based on all these years that you've been doing it, all the arrests that have been made, for you to say not once, even you who do this, you have to say to yourself, that's an outstanding track record.
And that's the only reason that we can survive and succeed, is if people don't think that we can protect them, they're not going to give us the information, because the people that are reaching out to us, they want to do the right thing. They want to get that cash reward, but they don't want to be known. The minute that one tipster gets identified, the program's blown. So we have to, that is our utmost priority. And we've got multiple layers in place. Even with the website, we can't trace an IP address. There is absolutely, positively no way that we can ever know who our tipsters are. And it's not that we don't care who they are, but the less information we have about them, the better. Like when we take in a tip, we don't even write down, if the tipster was a male or a female. We don't want to know any of that information. We just want to know what they know, so we can pass that along to law enforcement, and law enforcement can make an arrest.
And the best thing for them to do is to call that Crime Stoppers number, or go to some of those contact places we got on the screen as well, and not call 911, because you don't get any money if you call 911. I'm not telling people not to call. Tell me this, how should I be saying this? I'm not telling people not to call 911, but if they want to tap into Crime Stoppers, they have to go straight to Crime Stoppers. You can go with that.
Right. There's a time and a place for 911. Absolutely. Okay. If you are witnessing something violent happening right now, you need to call 911. If it's an emergency, call 911 all day, every day.
Okay.
If you're interested in the cash reward, that second call needs to be to Crime Stoppers, because if you call 911 and you say, hey, there's a guy that you're looking for, he's at this address right now, and that's the only phone call you make, unfortunately, Crime Stoppers can't pay on that.
So you can make 2 phone calls.
You can make 2 phone calls.
You can make 2 contacts.
Just don't tell us that you called 911, because we don't want there to be any way that somebody can go back and go, well, this person called Crime Stoppers. I don't want any knowledge at all. But always, if it's an emergency, 911 should be your first call. But if we can be the second call that you make. Just don't say, hey, I just called 911, because then somebody can go back and go, okay, well, Joe Smith called 911 at this time, and all of a sudden this person is identified.
Now, when you use these different apps, you're dealing with typing and in some information, and they may type back to you, I would assume.
Yeah, right? We can have a dialogue.
Now, if they call Crime Stoppers number that we have on the screen, a human being is going to come on the phone. No voicemail from somewhere, leave it. Always going to get a human.
It's a human being 24/7, and whether you speak English, Spanish, Creole. We have call takers that are fluent in all of those different languages. So we want people to call us, and you can call us 24/7. So if you're up at 2 a.m. and you see something hanky going on in your neighborhood, we have a live human being that's going to answer that phone at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I guarantee you that we will have that information in the hands of law enforcement within minutes.
Now, Crime Stoppers is going to, once you make that phone call in, they're going to take that seriously from from the beginning. They're not like think you some kook or something.
No, and I will tell you that we do get tips once in a while that, are a little off, but we still pass every single tip along, as crazy as they may seem sometimes, to law enforcement, because you never know. I mean, sometimes we'll get psychic tips. Some people get that, some people don't. But we still pass those tips along to law enforcement because on the off chance, we would rather pass it along and it be nothing than to withhold it and go and then find out later that, man, there was something to that.
And it actually works. Each year, just give me a general idea on the number of cases that you get and people get paid into the Crime Stoppers program.
You've got well over 1,000 people a year that are getting arrested as a result of tips. You've got probably 5,000 to 6,000 cases a year that are getting solved as a result of tips. Millions of dollars. I think last year it was $2.5 million in drugs and property seized as a result of tips. And we pay
out. Is that
out,
nationwide or in your district?
That's just here in Southwest Florida.
Whoa.
That's just here in
people,
our
y'all
community.
need to know that number is just local. That's Southwest Florida. Go ahead.
That's just Southwest Florida. The amount of rewards that we pay out is usually around $250,000 a year. And it's important to know that the reward money that we pay out is not taxpayers' dollars. We essentially use bad guys' money to put more bad guys behind bars. So when they're convicted of a crime, they've got to pay a bunch of fines. But of that, $20 goes to Crime Stoppers. That goes to Tallahassee, comes back to us in the form of a grant. We use those dollars to pay out the reward money. So no taxpayers' dollars. It's a perfectly well-oiled system that costs the taxpayers. It's great return on investment. No tax dollars are used, and we're giving out money to put bad people behind bars.
Let's address two particular things before I let you get out of here. Pandemic, something that you may see a uptick, and the holiday season is upon us. Take off.
Pandemic. So when it first started, the first couple of weeks, I think we were all in the same position. Nobody knew what was going on or what to expect. But after that first couple of weeks, tips have been on the rise since about June. And I don't know if that's because people have been in close quarters with one another. They're diming each other out on, this guy's got a warrant, this guy's got, weed on him.
And a lot of unemployment going on too. Downside business, right? So people may go to try some criminal things to survive.
And from the other side of it, let's look at it this way. People are out of jobs, they're looking for money, the holidays are coming up, they need cash. Take a look around your community. If you know something about a crime, if you know something about somebody that's wanted, don't keep that information to yourself. Share it with us anonymously, and you can get that cash that you need the legitimate way, the honest way, the legal way, without committing a crime. And again, and with holidays coming up, as you mentioned, crime always takes a spike during this time of year because people are desperate again. We see an uptick in thefts and burglaries. We want people, if I can give no other advice this time of year, be vigilant about your surroundings, lock your door, be careful of what's going on around you. And if you see something suspicious, even if you don't know for sure that a crime has taken place, call us, because I'm a big fan of gut instinct. And if your gut is telling you that something's not right about that person, that address, call us, because we would rather have you call us and it turns out to be nothing, no harm, no foul. But if it's something and then you find out later that, man, that house down the street, they've been running coke in and out of there, and you didn't say anything, you're gonna have some regrets, and you're not gonna get the cash reward.
I got you. I wish somebody about 2 years ago during the holiday season who had called Crime Stoppers when the people broke into my car and stole all my TV equipment. That's another story.
Was your car door locked?
I'm not sure. Yes, it was, because they broke the window.
Okay.
Yeah, it was my SUV and they got all my stuff out. But I left a package on the back seat, which I shouldn't have. That probably made them think something was good in there. It was just a bunch of DVDs in the package, but they took all my TV equipment out the back of the SUV. Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
I'm starting to get mad right now. And then, I don't know if we're going to edit this out or not, but anyway, they had the nerve to post my mic flag on social media, letting me know they had my stuff. They posted it.
Ouch.
So that's one of the perils of being famous or something like that. They're like, hey, we got all Lee Pitts Live stuff. Well, Trish, it's been a pleasure. We'll look forward to getting you back in 2021, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Trish and all the fine people at Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers who are doing it. We'll be right back with attorney who's in the house.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, Southwest Florida. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts. I hope you enjoy that particular show, but you can always catch us here on YouTube. Just click on the subscribe button down there. That way you can get your Lee Pitts Live on demand when you want it and how you want it. We also encourage you to watch our show on FOX4 and connect with us on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live.